Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Majitana Bungwana. Welcome to Free State Online channel once again. It's another exclusive with Tapiwa Mafura. He's the Toyota Cheetahs player. We know as the Currie Cup season, it has started, and we're definitely going to have more of this conversation, talking all things rugby, because tomorrow on Friday, 24th of March, 2023, we're going to see a game between the Toyota Cheetahs as well as the Vodacom Bulls. So we're going to chat to him just to get to know him a little bit and then just give you all the details as to what's going on tomorrow. So I hope you're going to follow this conversation through and through. And if you want to comment, don't be shy. Get down into the comment section and tell us what you think. And if you want to pose a question to Tapiwa, pose it. If you want to talk about tomorrow's game, you can give us a prediction for that matter, and tell us who do you think is going to take it between the Bulls and as well as the Cheetahs. Tapiwa, my brother, good afternoon and welcome to Free State Online channel.
Afternoon, and thank you for having me.
Look, man, first of all, I just want our viewers at home to get to know you, and where has all this started. Because I can tell you now, somebody's already thinking, Tapiwa, where is he from? Yeah. Who's Tapiwa, and where did the love for rugby start?
Okay, well, my name is Tapiwa Mafura. I was born in Zimbabwe, and me and my family moved to South Africa when I was around about grade 2, and we moved to a small town called Ermelo in Mpumalanga, and that's where I went to high school. And then after high school, I moved to the University of Northwest, and I studied labor relations. And after I studied labor relations in 2018, that's when I moved to the Free State to come and play for the Cheetahs. And it didn't go so well or the way that I had planned. And then 2 years later, I moved to Nelspruit to go and play for the Pumas. And we won the Currie Cup last year. And unfortunately, we had to beat the Cheetahs in the process. So it makes things a little bit awkward for me coming back. And I've been back since last year, August. So it's been about 7 months now, and it's been going very well.
But like I asked before, like, I know you from Nelspruit in Ermelo, sure. As you told us in Mpumalanga. But how did you find yourself, playing rugby? Maybe, primary, high school, or when you got to varsity? I know some people, they learn certain sports when they get to varsity and then they start to be in the game.
Well, for me, it was in high school. I played soccer when I was in primary, and moving to the high school that I moved to, they didn't have soccer as a sport. All they had was rugby, and I didn't know anything about it. And the coach that I had knew that I was quick and I loved running, doing athletics. And when I joined the team, all he told me was just to go to the wing, stay there, just wait for the ball. As soon as I get the ball, just run straight, go score. And that's where my love for the rugby started. And then I just started evolving with each year and changing positions. And before I knew it, it became a career of mine without even thinking about it all. Taking the time to actually think of what I'd want to do.
For someone that hopes to see you play one day, what position would they see you playing in? And, what do you love about your position?
I'm a fullback, that's number 15, but the coaches also like to use me on both wings. But I think my love for 15 is number 1 to nothing else. I think that what I love about it is the space that I get at the back. Whenever the other teams kick to the back, I like to be a threat and make sure that I punish them on the mistakes that they make. And there's no other position that gets to do the same thing. And I think that's why I like it so much.
Look, you started in 2018. Everybody in everything that they do, like me as a presenter, I can think of the worst show that I've ever done. I can think of the most exciting show that I've ever done, or the best interview that I've ever done. Which are the 2 games that you can say they were defining in your career, in a sense of the best game you've ever played, and you say, oh, this was the worst as well?
I don't think I can really put them in order. But I think one of my favorite games that I've ever had was back in Varsity Cup when I played for the Northwest against Marties. We played at home and we ended up drawing that game. But I remember I broke the line and I assisted one of my friends, my best friend actually, ended up scoring the try, and I'll always remember that try. And yeah, I think that was my best game thus far. And my worst game, I can't remember the worst game I had, but I remember we played overseas in Italy recently against Section Palace. It's a team in France, and we needed to win that game to qualify for the round of 16, and the score was tied. I think it was 6-6, and there was a minute left in the game. They kicked the ball to the back, and I knocked it. Oh my God! My soul was. I was panicking because they now have a scrum in our half. There's literally a minute left. All they needed was a penalty to just kick it over and they win the game. Luckily, they made a mistake. We got the penalty. Sia Masuku kicked it over and we qualified. I wouldn't say that was the worst game that I've ever had, but that was probably the worst moment I've ever had in a long time.
Yeah. But an opponent coming into the Currie Cup now, you know, you guys are playing a game tomorrow. I can imagine which team in your Currie Cup career had been the toughest to play against?
I would say the Pumas. Not because I've played for them, but because even before I played for them, whenever you played against them, you could feel the competitiveness that they bring and the hunger that they have. I think what they've got going on at the moment is amazing, and we play them next week. I think you're going to see.
I'm thinking about it in my head right now. I'm thinking they're coming here next week, and you. Yeah,
it's a tough game, and everyone just plays with the hunger that you can feel on the day that they really want to win the game. And yeah, I think the Pumas for me in the Currie Cup are the best team so far.
You know, I love the fact that you just mentioned them. Tomorrow you're playing against the Vodacom Bulls. You know, what do you think would be, you know, the best thing that could ever happen to Toyota Cheetahs players? That, you know, the community of Bloemfontein, the community of Mangaung, you know, it does not matter where they're watching from. If they say they support the team and they want to support the team, what would be the best moment for a Cheetah player in a way that they can contribute in tomorrow's game?
I think just seeing the numbers coming out. I recently saw, I know they're not called the Bloemfontein Celtics anymore. It's
Marumo Gallants,
yeah. I saw that they played a game recently and the fans came out
in numbers. Against Sundowns.
It was amazing. I've never seen this stadium so full. I think if we saw the same thing tomorrow, that would make a huge difference to how the game goes. And you know, just the support that we always get whenever we play here is amazing. And I think just having the fans come out would be a difference maker. Yeah.
Yeah, you from a player, I understand, you know, it makes a huge difference. But for someone who says, okay, I'm going to come through and watch the game, what is it like to watch rugby? I can talk from me being a presenter. Obviously, I'm going to sell the game because I love the game. But for you as a player, just adding on to give somebody an idea who's never been at a stadium to come and watch rugby, you know, what can they expect?
I think they can expect to see some running rugby. And that's what the Cheetahs are known for. We like to spread the ball wide, and we like to score tries. And I think we've got a good group of guys at the moment that are, you know, very close to one another. We have good relationships, and I think we're going to have some nice celebrations also after those tries are scored. And I think they're just going to come see a team that's really close to one another, that's trying to achieve a goal. And, you know, we have one goal in mind, and we're all on the same page. And I think that's what people can expect when they come see the game.
What are our chances of lifting the trophy? You know, we've lifted the Currie Cup trophy, but you know, this is a new season. What are our chances of lifting the trophy this season?
I think the chances are good. If we keep playing the way that we've been playing, I think we can find ourselves in the playoffs later this season. Yeah, and that's where the business is handled.
Yeah, so the game is tomorrow, right? What time does the game start, and what time do you have the information? What time does the gates open?
The game starts at 5 o'clock, and then I think the gates open at 1 o'clock, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. So from 1 o'clock, people can start pouring in.
That's correct. I think there's a game playing before I think it's the under-20s playing the Bulls as well at 3 o'clock, if I'm not mistaken, yeah.
Okay. I want you to put your head on the block just before I let you go.
All right.
On a scale of 1 to 10, what are our chances of winning tomorrow?
Oh. I'm obviously going to say 10 because I don't want to lose, but
yeah.
I think it's going to be an interesting game. Obviously, the Bulls haven't done well the past 2 weeks, so they're going to come here with a point to prove, and they obviously want to win. So it's going to be a tough game, but yeah, I think the boys are going to pull this one through.
No, if you say so. But let's just remind them that all things are happening here tomorrow. Yeah. At the gates open at 1 o'clock. You mentioned there's a curtain raiser, right?
That's correct.
So when the gates open at 1, therefore that means between 1 and 5, before the actual game starts, there'll be a curtain raiser game. For the main stand, I know the tickets are $50, right?
That's correct, yes.
And then the open stand is $30.
Yes.
If you're a student, college, university, wherever, for as long as you're a student, your ticket is only $20. So I know they watch a lot of Varsity Cup.
Yes.
There's no way they can't come here and enjoy rugby if they enjoy Varsity Cup, you know. So if you're a rugby fan and you're a student, your ticket is only $20. The game starts at 5, so pour out in numbers like he said. I mean, it's such a beautiful atmosphere to have people come out in numbers here at the Toyota Stadium. But let's just wrap it up. Right, in wrapping it up, what can you as a player promise, the people that wants to follow Tapiwa Mafura, and where can they follow you on social media? We are social media people now, so we wanna follow you guys. We wanna see what you guys are up to. Yeah.
On Instagram you can follow me. My handle is tapsgram, and on Facebook it's Tapiwa Mafura, and I also have Twitter. It's also Tapiwa Mafura. And I think for me, you can just expect to see exciting rugby. Feels good to be back in the city of roses. I mean, I'm really just excited to be scoring tries and just to help the Toyota Cheetahs also win the Currie Cup, and hopefully we can do well in the EPCR that we're going to next week, and we can just take it from there.
Look, when you guys play against the Pumas, I hope that the coach feels you, because you're from there. I want to see what's about to happen there, play against some of the people, because in the game, you tend to be friends.
I know,
it becomes more than sports, So I'm hoping that you get that chance. But the big business is tomorrow, so we hope you come through and support the guys tomorrow at the Toyota Stadium. Like we said, the game starts at 5. You can even come in earlier from 1 o'clock. There will be a curtain raiser. The Cheetahs are taking on the Vodacom Bulls tomorrow at the stadium. Tickets $50, grand stand, open stand $30, students and kids $20. But as always, I can't drop the mic without saying this: to whom much is given, much is expected. To whom much is expected, much is required. Every champion that is a champion today was once a contender who refused to give up. I'm Big P, the greatest. Ayoba.